section is about unscrambling energy fields. It's really interesting. Have you ever gone through the day and you felt as if you couldn't get 2 words out straight? I think you commented today that you notice you're stuttering more, kind of struggling to find your words. It's interesting when you have that. Not only do you have a hard time hearing information, have you gone to work one day when you felt like you were stuttering, kind of losing it, and you're just exhausted by the end of the day?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that is because when your energy field is scrambled, it takes every bit of energy just to try to digest information. People can be hard to understand. Fascinating things. Have you ever been to work and you're talking and everybody looks at you like, what'd you say? And you repeat it and they're like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Not necessarily at work either.
At home as well.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to use you to demonstrate how to fix that problem so that people are fascinated by every word that comes from your mouth. You feel articulate and you energize people when you speak.
Okay.
But we're going to demonstrate what happens. So Paul volunteered that he was feeling in that sort of a mood today. So we're going to ask Carol, we're going to use her arm today to test. So I'm going to test. She's nice and strong. And I would like to just demonstrate what happens when Paul reads a book. So if you just read the back of this little Disney book.
Walt Disney was fond of saying, I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing.
Thanks. Okay. So as you notice, as he was reading the words in the way that a word order should follow in a sentence, she actually went weak, meaning that she could not accept the information he was putting out in the world. Now, let's do a little experiment. I would like you to just start from one of these sentences and read the words in the sentence backwards.
Okay. Disney, the of aspect, every nearly into incorporated. Okay.
And as you notice, now reading the words backwards, Carol tests strong. Thanks, Carol. So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about how Paul can unscramble that field so that he hears information more clearly and that he also is more articulate, and we'll retest with Carol. So what I'd like for you to do now, we're going to do a technique. Donna Eden is who teaches this. Donna does a wonderful job. She has a YouTube channel out there I highly recommend. She calls this the Wayne Cook technique. The way you do this is I'm just going to ask you to take your right leg and put your ankle over your left knee. Okay. Now, with your left hand, grab your ankle, and with your right hand, reach around and grab across the bottom of your shoe. And I want you to pull up toward your body and then take a deep breath in and exhale. And do that about 3 times.
Okay.
Nice big inhale and exhale. You notice how releasing that is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now let's switch legs. Go ahead and put left over. All right. Grab here. Nope. Use this hand.
Yep.
And then around. So what you're doing is that you're grabbing with the hand that aligns with the leg, and then you're wrapping across. So it's going to straighten out the flow of energy. And again, 3 deep breaths in. Okay, and you can put your legs down. And now what I would like for you to do is to take your fingers, go like this, come up to the temple, and then with your thumbs, rub across the forehead and shake it off.
Okay.
All right. Now, Carol, if we could ask you to come back up, we're going to go ahead and give Paul this handy-dandy little lip. Now, do you notice any difference in how you feel?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good.
A little bit more, I don't know, on track.
Wonderful. Go ahead and read forward for us.
Walt Disney was fond of saying, I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse.
I love that. Now, if you'd read a sentence backward for us. Let's retech you backwards.
All right. Resorts and parks, Disney, the of aspect. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So that's all it takes to unscramble the field. This is really important. If you're going to do teaching, public speaking, you want to have a better interaction in your workplace, great way to start your morning every morning. Whether you think you need it or not, simply do this little technique, get your fields running well, and you're going to find all of a sudden words come clear, you're going to be less fatigued, and end in a high energy state.
Good. And maybe meetings will go smoother.
That's right.
All right.